SFT, 10,000 rupees per SFT. You tell me in Hyderabad, or you tell me in Bangalore, or you tell me in Chennai, what is the cost of construction? Even with a 5-star lobby, 5-star flats are sold, or the cost of construction is 4,000, 4,500 rupees. The cost of construction to construct something like that would be 4,000, 4,500 rupees per SFT. In Amaravati, you're talking about 9,000, 10,000 rupees per SFT. Is it not a scam? Right in front of your eyes. The PPAs, they made a hue and cry. When we had made PPAs at 2 rupees 49 paise. Now they have signed PPAs for 4 rupees 60 paise. Is it not a scam? The lands that they're giving at throwaway prices to real estate companies. What is that group? Lulu. What is that other group? Satwa. What are these companies? Real estate companies. And you're giving them land at throwaway prices. Is it not a scam? Right in front of you, over your eyes, all these scams are taking place. Yet, the Congress spokesperson, National Congress spokesperson, Andhra in charge, does not speak about Chandrababu Naidu. Why is it so? But he talks about me. Even though I am in the opposition, he makes wild comments on me. Now this is Andhra. And what about Rahul Gandhi there in Delhi? When he talks about vote chori, why does he not make a statement on Andhra, where the highest 12.5% is the vote difference between what was announced versus when the counting day, when the votes were counted. The difference was 12.5%. The highest what this man can ever speak of. Why does he not speak about Arvind Kejriwal? When Arvind Kejriwal himself lost MLA election, his own MLA seat Arvind Kejriwal lost. Can you believe that? Why doesn't Rahul Gandhi talk about that? He doesn't. Because Rahul Gandhi does not talk about Andhra because Chandrababu Naidu is in touch with Rahul Gandhi through Revanth Reddy on a hotline. Is it not a fact? I mean, all of you are journalists here. Cross your hearts and speak for yourself and tell me, is it not a fact? And what should I comment on someone like Rahul Gandhi, who himself is not sincere to what he does?
Sir, one last question. In the supplementary charge sheet in liquor case, KPMG consulting name has also come. So what's your say on that? That officials are in touch with KPMG to help and in the excise policy.
Who's KPMG? What has it got to do with state government? What is it got to do with state government? See, it's a corporation. What corporation engages, what corporation does with consultancy services is up to them. Whatever they would have recommended, they would have recommended. Whatever these people are supposed to do, these people are supposed to do. The government, every government department works in a silo. And every government department, in order to improve their efficiencies, engages consultancies on their own. Nobody takes permission from CMO or from Chief Minister's office. It doesn't work like that. You're heading a department. You are the secretary for that department. You are the HOD of that particular department. You want to bring in efficiencies into your particular department. You engage consultancy. And mind you, KPMG or these names that you talk about are not small brands. They're not small groups. They're renowned, recognized groups. Be it KPMG or be it any of these big auditing firms that you talk about, these big 5 firms or big firms that you talk about, they're not small firms. For any of them to just make wild statements the way they deem fit, it's not right also.
Sir, as you were telling about the vote difference during the 2024 polls, there is a major anomaly that I observed was that votes were poured till 2 in the morning. Generally around 5, 6, the crew comes here, they give a slip. In for us votes it gets over.
See, first of all, nobody is supposed to stand, no additional member is supposed to stand in the queue beyond the voting time. It doesn't work the way you're saying. The queue doesn't go beyond a particular time. Whatever is, whomsoever are in the queue, they are permitted to cast their vote. You're not supposed to join the queue beyond the timing that that has been mentioned. You can't. So there is no way that you can say that voting has been happening till 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning. It doesn't work like that. No. Whatever it doesn't happen like that. Number one. Number two, whatever is that percentage of votes that these people have spoken about next day, that this is the voting percentage that has taken place, versus the counting votes that took place, that itself is a difference of 12.5%. That is the whole problem here. Whatever these people have declared the following day, be it 2 o'clock in the night or be it 3 o'clock in the night, taking all that into cognizance, these people have declared that so and so is the percentage of votes that were casted. That data, what they themselves have spoken, versus the number of votes counted on the counting day, the gap in Andhra is 12.5%. So is the same in other states also. What these people are making a hue and cry now, because that is the difference what these people are pointing out. That how is it that you people have declared this number, and how is it that on the counting day, this number is exceeded far beyond the number that you have spoken about, is the allegation that EC is currently facing.
So what more the SEC could have done with respect to the electricity yesterday?
See, SEC has all the power. Only thing is it needs to rein in that power. SEC is all powerful. It can rein in the power. It has not done so. That is why we find fault with it. In fact, you would remember in our regime, when SEC was there, SEC ordered for not to conduct elections because COVID was there, even though COVID was not prevalent.
It was second wave.
Then election had to be postponed for whole 1 year. Halfway through, 50% of the election happened. The balance 50% of the elections took place after 1.5 years. Had that man not spoken, elections would have been completed in 1 week's time. But since that man intervened, state government was left with no other option but to postpone the election for 1 whole year later. That is the power of State Election Commission. But unfortunately, the State Election Commission is not reining in. That is the unfortunate thing. See, in a democracy, forget about YCP, forget about TDP, forget about all these parties. Today we are sitting in the opposition, tomorrow we will be in the government, tomorrow they will be sitting in the opposition. That's a different ball game altogether. But whomsoever sits there in the government, if that person is permitted to do something like this in a democracy, you're not permitting the agents in the booth. And if we, being journalists, accept to this and let this go, then what is to happen to the state? See, what you're sowing tomorrow will become a bigger plant. The same seed would grow into a tree. And that would be the heckling democracy. See, anybody whomsoever is bothered about democracy should speak out.